executions. Many Afghan women have rushed to escape the country, but the great majority have been unable to do so and have been kept hostage in landlocked country, where they simply cannot leave the house without a male relative. Afghanistan, as you know, is now the worst place to live in for women and our daughters. Further to these instances of targeted crimes towards their critics, the Taliban have also imposed illegitimate laws that affect the wider Afghan population. Due to the media censorship and harsh punishment administered by media critics, the crimes that are committed by the Taliban are either unreported or not reported at all. According to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, thus far, the Taliban's illegal takeover of Afghanistan has magnified their corruption in committing multiple crimes against humanity. That includes, but are not limited to, inhumane punishment, terrorist parade of suicide bombers, targeted killings of religious minorities, systematic destruction of cultural heritage, radical attacks on schools and facilities, ethnic genocides of Hazaras and Panjshiris, forced displacement and mass murder in Dakandi, Kandahar, and many other areas of Afghanistan. The Taliban are enforcing a blockade of humanitarian supplies in various districts of Afghanistan, the vast majority of aid being conveyed to their terrorist allies, which constitute crime under international law, leading to the world's biggest humanitarian crisis. The world's most famous terrorist regime cannot be entrusted with $9.5 billion in assets belonging to the Afghan Central Bank. This will further fund their terrorist activities and the promotion of violence as showcased on several media outlets. As a result of the unlawful takeover of Afghanistan, 1 in 2 children under 5 suffer from severe acute malnutrition, leading to a significant increase in childhood deaths in the past couple of weeks. The United Nations has reported that they condemn the floggings and violations by the Taliban. Considering the fall of Afghanistan to the Taliban, Afghans have mobilized internally to support the National Resistance Front of Afghanistan, the NRF, and to defend their land, culture, and democracy. National Resistance Front was formed in the Hindu Kush Mountains, the remote mountainous Panjshir province and Andarab district, which consists of general public, former government officials, and Afghan security forces under the leadership of Ahmed Massoud, a King's College London graduate in war studies. The objective of the National Resistance Front is to establish democracy, protect human rights, replace national security, and abide by the rule of law. In the absence of media covering the suffering and resistance of those within Afghanistan, the voices and screams of Afghan people are not heard. And as Andruti Roy said, there is really no such thing as the voiceless. They are only deliberately silenced or preferably unheard.